Yo, man, yo, fuck what you going fan 007, nigga, man. Shout out to Yankee fan movement, nigga. What up, niggas, you good?
Yeah, what's good, Wes?
What's good, bro?
Nah, shit, man. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all both calling up. You know what I'm saying? I was actually fucking with the battle, and I think that I see it's real debatable. A lot of people, it's like 51-49 from what I've seen, something like that.
51-49. You know what I mean? I think that went my way, but you know.
Okay, so I wanted to know.
I think it went his way on Twitter and my way on the polls.
Oh, okay.
On where? What polls?
URLTV.tv. I got it on there. You got it on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Was it the same number, 51-49?
Same exact number.
Same exact number. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Deadlock.
So after I mean, how do y'all feel about it?
Only thing I regret is crowd surfing. That's it. Everything else, I feel like I did perfect. I should never jump in the crowd. I look nasty on camera.
Hey, Jerry Wess, you sound kind of your phone is kind of going in and out. Can't hear you too clear.
Oh, it's a little better now? Nah.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Right,
yeah, but I feel like
the
the battle translated better on camera.
Okay. Explain that. What you mean?
Well, to me, in the first round, it felt like the crowd was still, like, rocking with me, and it felt like they was totally rocking with him in the first round. I watched it on camera. It was a little better. So I was getting more reception on camera than I did, and I felt that I did in the building. So I actually liked it. I felt more comfortable watching the first round on camera than experiencing in the building. Because I felt like the fans just totally shut me out, you know, because they were so anxious to see Tech back. So it ain't matter what I was saying. So, but it looked better on camera.
Okay, so as far as you're concerned, what rounds do you feel you won?
Well, I feel like I won the second and third. I feel like I definitely won the second and third.
Okay.
I feel like the second round is where I picked up in the third round because I didn't approach it the same way, and he stopped short, surprisingly to me. He just stopped too short. So.
How you feel about it, Tech?
I thought I got the first and the second. The third, for sure, I think he clearly won the third. And I think the good part of that was me stopping short. Well, I actually didn't stop short. I wrote 3 minutes. But the problem is I normally write 3 because you never know how things are going to go or how your bar is going to hit, whether you're going to, as far as the time goes. But I wrote 3:13, but it just seemed a little short because his third was real long and drawn out, and the main reason why was because it was a lot of props. He bought the bag on stage. He jumped off the stage. There was a lot of stuff going on in his third round. So when I did my third round, it just looked like it was just super short. So you know what I mean. I think he definitely got the third clearly, but I think I got the round 1 and 2. So I definitely got it 2-1 my way.
Okay. So come down to that second round. All right.
Yeah, a lot of people debating it on the second round.
Personally, we all even said it. We all even said it when the battle was over outside. Like it kind of boils down to preference and how you feel about whether he's a puncher. He do a lot of punchlines and all that, and then I'm more of a performance. Straight to the point, street shit. Shit like that. Jokes. I'm gonna have a crowd laugh at you. All that stuff. So it comes down to what your preference.
Yeah. I definitely learned a lot about crowd control because that shit was crazy. It was more than, I guess, just going against a legend or just a person who already, perfected crowd control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So no matter what really happens, the crowd is always, in tune no matter what. Even if you, taking a breather or a break, which is a good experience. And I appreciated actually being on stage. I did feel like I rushed my material a little bit. That's what I felt like too. I was moving a little fast. So he was just real comfortable. When you experience like that, it's like, nothing you do look wrong. So, but I feel like as I got into it, as I got into the mid-second, into the third, I feel like that's what I picked up. That's why I picked it up. But that's good for me to have a debatable classic, or even people even saying I won against Tech is just good for my stock and good for my brand. So, you know, I always got to look at the positives of the whole situation. So, and it's also an update to my resume. Like, not a lot of people can say they bad at Tech, so that's great.
Okay. So I got a question. And Jerry Wess, if you could do something different, and then I'm going to ask the same thing. Jerry, if you could do something different, what would you do?
I wouldn't crowd surf, that's for sure. I wouldn't have did that. And it looked horrible on camera. I wouldn't have been having class. That's what I wouldn't have been doing. But the only other thing I probably would have did different was more 2-bar setups than 4 bars. You know, to make the setups a little more, disguise the setups a little more. Other than that, I felt comfortable with that.
Okay. How about you, Zach?
Yo, you know, just to what is it? Hold on. Well, get to bed. Go to sleep anyway. You got school in the morning. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm on the phone. Hello. Yeah. So to piggyback off what Jerry Wess was saying, like the crowd, like when he did the crowd surfing, he jumped in the crowd. Like if you was in the building, it seemed a whole lot crazier than when it came out on camera. Yeah. And I think a lot of it had to do with I think it had to do with the angle. Like if you could actually see how far he had to jump in order to get to where he got to, and then him getting back to the stage. Like it looked crazier when he did it in the building, and then when I watched it on camera,
I was there for that.
Kind of dry.
That shit was that was true. That was true.
I was waiting for that. I'm like, oh shit, when this joint hit, you know what I mean? I was just waiting for it in the third round, and then when it finally came out, I was like, it didn't come out as it was in the building. But like me, the only thing I would really change is like my third round. I felt like I cut it like way too short. And, like, you even hear people, like, I watched the battle, like, 7 times already. Like, I can hear people saying, that's it? You know, like, there's no way he's not done. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I wish I would have done. And I already know I'm not going to pull a DNA and try to freestyle and get to your uncle and shit. I'm not, you know, so that's why I just hit it with the Jersey shit. You know, I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm going to stop right there instead of trying to stretch it out.
Oh, man.
That was my Jersey moment. Everybody get one. You know what I mean? That was my Jersey moment.
Yeah, definitely. This is probably the only battle that I think I've ever done. Not only did I have the most fun, but I feel like I want to do it again. I never had a battle, so I feel like I wanted to do it again. You know what I'm saying? That experience was just real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Real crazy.
You know what, Jerry Wess, that first round when you started, you punching it. The fruit scheme was dope. I was fucking with the fruit scheme, the fucking the Dark Knight line, the way you ended the first. You had some bars. The thing about punching is that you gonna hit some and you gonna miss some. You doing it non-stop. Not every bar was hitting the really real. But you had your bars that was just like, oh shit, okay. But when he came out, and he's just like talking that shit all up in your face, like, how'd you feel? I'm looking at you, look at him, and I know you got to be thinking like, yo, I'm all these punches up, and he's just talking like this, and they going crazy. Like, what are you thinking?
It was 2 things going through my mind. One, as a fan of battle at first, I still couldn't believe I was battling like Tech 9, like growing up, like him being like one of my favorites and shit like that. And another thing I was thinking, I was like, I cannot make eye contact with this nigga because I'm going to laugh, and I feel like if I laugh, if I would have laughed or I would have looked at him, it'd probably look worse on camera. It's like he's clowning this nigga and he's laughing. So I figure if I try to stay stone cold, it would look better on my end because I was dying on the inside. Like I'm glad I could watch the battle and laugh at every bar this nigga was saying because he was having it on the fucking floor, man. On the floor. Dying, son. I'm so used to watching tech clown niggas, and I'm getting clown, but I'm loving the shit. Like the shit's crazy. This shit was fucking crazy.
Oh man, that shit got me. And then Tech, you gotta have pressure on you. You coming back, you battling Smack. Definitely say he's one of his new up and coming gunners and shit. So the pressure's on you too. So what do you think of that? Or was you researching them? But what you just
I always do my homework. So I watched. I think I watched the Bangs battle. I might have watched another one. I just don't remember. But even when I watched it, I'm like, yo, this kid is nice. You know what I mean? Like, he's dope. His performance, his stage presence, all of his bars. I just was thinking to myself, like, I got a different, take the same approach. And my whole thing was, when I battled DNA, on my last time on URL, when I battled DNA, I tried to
the green pants,
exactly. I tried to go that route, and the fans basically love me for being talking that street shit, making them laugh, and the performance, and that's basically what I felt like I just need to stick to, and that was my whole. That was my whole objective. I researched, I did everything. I said, I know exactly what to do and what not to do. So it's funny, man, because like even watching West, like it's too much buddy in battle rap to me. Like me personally, I think these guys they high fiving each other midway through the battle. They're going along with some of the lines. It's like it's too much. Like my thing is, I'm not telling everybody to hate each other or go out and try to kill each other, but save that shit for backstage. That's my thing.
Yeah,
wait till y'all get backstage and congratulate each other and all that. But the fans want to see two people go at it. You know what I mean? And I think me and Jerry Wess did a good job at just going at it and not really reacting to any of the bars, because actually I didn't react to none of his bars till like the third. When he did the Cortez, you partied with Cortez and woke up in the vote. I mean, I kind of had to laugh at that one.
Crazy.
But I was trying my best not to, react or say anything about, show any emotion to any of his bars, period. Whether I didn't like what he said or whether I did like what he said. And I think we as battle rappers, we need to stick to that. Give the fans what they want to see. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about he's faking like they really hate each other, and then they, you see the fake stuff that go on where they act like they mad at each other and they ready to get on stage and fight. All that shit is fake. You don't have to go that far, but just be competitive when you're on that stage. That's all.
I don't want to see niggas dapping each other up. Good bar, fuck that. He trying to kill you, nigga. Like. Do that.
Like I said, that's Charlie Clip's fault. I said that. That's Charlie Clip's fault, man.
That's the Charlie. That's the Charlie and
guy.
the Danny. The Charlie and the Danny. Charlie and the Danny.
Danny play a part in that front.
Yeah, they like to laugh and high five. I mean, I was watching the Danny Myers and Young Cannon battle, and these guys are high fiving each other and saying, "Oh, that's real nice." I'm like, what are you doing? It's a fucking battle, and that was a good battle too. It was a real good battle, but they was doing too much of that.
Okay. All right. So have you niggas? All right. What have you learned, Jerry Wess, from this battle? What have you learned?
I learned that it's way more to battle rap than what I think it is. You know what I mean? It's so much more to battle rap, especially when you're on that level. You know what I'm saying? I got confidence in myself as a battle rapper, and I know what I'm capable of. But just sometimes it's just certain things that you can't outdo, and experience sometimes is one of those things. You can be a heavy puncher or a crazy performer or whatnot. You're going up against a person that may not do what you do, but that experience that they have and the cadence they have to the crowd can just fuck your whole plans up. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is always outside the box and just ready to be on the next level. Don't always expect more than what you got. That's what I always learn. Do more than what I think I got. So.
Cause you want to think I'm about to punch this nigga head off and shit. All right, there.
Yo, Wes.
As for you, Seth. Oh, my fault, right, bro.
Oh yeah, no. Seth, go ahead with that.
What was the same question?
Same question.
Well,
have you learned anything from the Jerry Wess battle?
Yeah. I mean, me coming back. I ain't been on URL over 4 years, so me coming back is I just learned that just to be myself and continue doing what the fans love me has been loving me for all these years. Instead of don't try to do what these new cats is doing, and not a knock to none of the new guys, but a lot of them do sound the same, and I hate it when they say a line and they think it went over people's heads and then they repeat it and then they say, like I was saying, do, and that means that. And, I just hate when they do that. And it's like everyone's doing it now, and it's like, so I like, I like the new cats that's just doing themselves and not trying to follow the pack. And, Jerry Wess is one of them. Like, I told him he's real talented. He's way ahead of his game. You know what I mean? And he's got a bright future ahead of him. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to want to see him. After this battle, everyone's going to want to see what his next battle is. And same thing, I feel like this whole battle was just a win-win on both ends. If you're a Tech 9 fan, you're going to think I won. If you're a Jerry Wess fan, you're going to think he won. So it's almost like a win-win. And I think we both performed. We both performed. There was no chokes. We both, showed up all 3 rounds. You know what I mean? None of us, we ain't right one round and then, ain't have nothing for the next 2 rounds or, So salute to him for bringing his A game, because these battles, the way they go now, your opponent can determine the outcome of how the battle's going to be. You can be fire all 3 rounds, but if your opponent's not putting up a fight, then it's going to be a trash battle. No one watches a football game when the team is up 40. You know what I mean? No one watches that shit. Same thing with basketball. No one's going to want to watch that shit unless it's just disgustingly brutal. You know what I mean? But other than that,
yo, that shit is true right there. That's some real shit right there.
That's a fact. Especially if you're coming back. You know what I mean?
You kind of want your opponent to show up with some fire just like you, and hope y'all put on a classic that's going to crack 1 million views. You know what I mean? Be talked about or be a Battle of the Year candidate. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
That's how I am. I was happy he showed up. I didn't want him to choke and not really put up a good performance, because that doesn't help me in no way, shape, or form.
That a battle has replay value, you saying?
Right, exactly. His fans are going to want to watch it. My fans are going to want to watch it. So now it reaches a bigger audience.
Yo, that's I've never heard a battle break it down like that before and shit. That's true.
And I think also what he did also
the whole battle
to the vets. That also speaks volume to the vets, because he can come back and still be the exact same thing that we've known and loved him for, and then do it on a high level with somebody who's coming up. I think is also speaking to the other vets, like, come on, like, stop playing all this, this pride of to get in there and show everybody, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody should learn from what he did and said it ain't about the names. It's about getting in there and doing what you got to do and handling business at the end of the day. So hopefully that this battle can wake other people up to open doors and do the same thing. You know what I mean? Because I want to see Tech and Briz. So I want to see that shit.
Tech and Briz?
So I want to see Tech and Briz. I think that would be a crazy battle.
Yeah.
So
I told Briz, set it up. Briz is ducking me, though, to be honest with you. Briz is dodging the question. Briz want to hang out. He want to go get beers and hang out and all. He don't really want to battle me, man. And I don't blame him, but he don't really want to battle me. I pose a question to him, and he just like ducking me and dodging me. And maybe he got other bigger fish to fry, but I don't know who else can he battle. That's really, me personally.
Yeah.
Briz is dope.
Yeah.
Briz is tough.
He's been doing his thing, though.
But like I said, when I study these guys in these battles, and I try to pick out where they lack at and what's their weakness. And Briz got some weaknesses in his battles. I wouldn't point it out now, but he has some. Like, for one, sometimes Briz gets way too hype, to the point where he can't even breathe and you can't even hear nothing that he just said. That's one thing. I got a whole lot, but that's one of them. Like, he really needs to just calm down sometimes. Like, just bring it down a notch. I'm a teacher in the game, man. He's a student, so,
Okay. Tech and Briz. All right, you might have hyped that thing up right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Briz is scared. He's not going.
He's scared.
Tech,
he's not going.
I was in the building for that joint too, that the battle and shit like that, man. Salute to both of y'all for that, because I feel like the energy was dope in that. And I was waiting to see what it was going to look like on cam. Tech, what made you stick with your style? We got to get to that, because I feel like a lot of people come back and not giving us what we want. And you stuck to your style and gave us that vintage Tech, especially in the first round, I thought. So what made you not change and shit?
I learned from the DNA battle, and I learned from you know, I watched that battle over and over, and I just was thinking to myself, you know, what went wrong? You know, even though, you know, it's so funny, I felt like if I didn't freestyle with the I'm Your Uncle shit, that battle could have clearly, for debate, you know, it could have went 2-1 his way, 2-1 my way. But I kind of gave it to DNA because of that, me trying to freestyle and talking about, no one even knew what the fuck I was talking about at that point. I didn't even know what I was talking about. So, and I'm watching, I said, damn, I'm trying to, you know, punch, be witty, and all that is cool. And people, if you watch my battles, there are bars. You know, I mean, it's filled with bars. But people want me to make them laugh. You know, they want me to make them laugh. They want me to talk this street shit, the real shit. That's what people love me for. So why go in here and change? Why change it? So when they told me I was battling Jerry Wess, I was in my head like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to the Midwest Miles, the Rich Dollars, you know, that type of flow. And, you know, I can't lose. At that point, I couldn't lose. There was people who thought I lost, like, bar-wise. Oh, yeah, you know, Tech got out-barred, but he still won the battle, you know? Mm-hmm. So I felt like as long as I'm myself, I can't lose the battle. Whether what people think or not, there's just no way I can lose the battle. And that's what made me stick to.
Hey, Jerry Wess, is there anybody you want next? Any names?
Get to it.
I think him is good, man. You know, I want to hype it up now. I think Goods versus Jerry Wess is what's next. I don't even think he has to take another battle. He already battled. I battled Goods. He battled me. He's got a legend, a top tier under his belt. He don't need to take no more battles. Jerry Wess versus Goods, smack, set it up on URL, Summer Madness, Gnome, whatever, big stage. We're not no Born Legacy, none of that. Because like I'm telling you, Jerry Wess is a performer, and when you battle in those big stages, when there's 2,000 plus fans, you need someone that's going to entertain and be able to perform. So a lot of those lines that Jerry Wess had in those battles, that kind of like in that battle versus me and him, that kind of like, you know, you didn't see a reaction. If that happened in a big room, it would have been crazy. Can you imagine him jumping off the stage in the Summer Madness and the crowd and his homies catching him? So that tells you right there he's a performer, he's an entertainer. It would have been crazy. So he's an entertainer. Yeah. I don't think he needs to take any more. I'm going for Jerry Wess versus Goods, like as soon as possible. Set it up.
Wow. Okay.
Like and to be honest with you, Wess remind me of Goods. Wess remind me of Goods. You know what I mean? With the whole, Good swag is always on another level. Period. The nigga just say 2-3 words. You know what I mean? But I think I think Wess is like the new modern Goods, you know, and I just think they need to figure out who's better at that.
Okay. That says a lot.
Damn, that's what's up.
Too. I definitely think so
Wes, are you ready for Good?
Yeah, I'm ready for Good. I don't feel like that. Only thing I know that I got to make sure that I'm prepared for is like the swag. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing I had to deal with Tech. It's just that crowd control. You know what I'm saying? Just that cadence, that experience, and knowing that, you know, whatever this person does, the crowd is just going to eat it up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? If I can get past that, I can get past anything. And just be myself at that, you know?
So most definitely that's what it is. But yo, those fucking battle, I seen this shit twice. I'm about to watch that shit like 2-3 more times tonight. And I'm gonna let some niggas know who I got winning and shit, man. But I definitely appreciate you niggas calling up and shit. I want to add more light to the battle and shit, because I seen the criticism. I seen a lot of criticism. Number one, I'm saying, I'll be honest. I see a lot of niggas. I see it, but I didn't get a good chance to watch it, to really speak on it like that. So I want to hear y'all talk about this shit. Now I can really sit down and really watch and analyze and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But from what I can see, I'm not really mad at this battle right here and shit. I was entertained by both of y'all niggas and shit.
Yeah, I think it was a good battle. I think it was a real good battle. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of things that I got to work on and change. You know, I feel like I'm really good, but I can be great. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can be great, like soon, like as far as the next battle. So this battle definitely is a pivotal battle for me to realize what I need to do to get to the next level. So,
Okay.
It was fun.
That's what it is. Well, yo, I definitely appreciate y'all calling up, man. Salute to Jerry Wess, salute to Tech 9, and I'm being in touch, you heard?
Cap. Definitely, man.
Howdy, man. Be safe.
Right, man. Salute to both of y'all, man. Y'all be good.
100K. Salute.
Yo, man, yo, man, yo, fuck what you going to fan 007, nigga, man. Shout out to Fan Movement, nigga. What up, niggas, you good?